Go ahead, take a drink. Whew! Man, it is freezing out. It's like 21 degrees right now. And it's not getting any warmer. There's a wind chill. So I'm gonna run inside and we're gonna talk about the next video, which is how to stay warm while riding your bike in the winter. See you soon. I've had a lot of fun this year as I've experimented with some new combinations to help keep myself warm and comfortable. Not too hot, not too cold, kind of getting it just right. So I want to share with you what works for me and some of the tips you can employ to keep yourself comfortable during these winter months. As you probably already know, frozen trails are some of the best trails, but nothing will ruin a ride like being frozen to the bone. So let's take a look at what works. Recently, I've gone away from wearing the Lycra stuff. So I'm no longer a spandex warrior. So now I'm wearing pants a lot in the winter, wearing baggies in the summer. And this season, I've discovered the Hand Up pants. Hand Up started out as a really cool glove manufacturer, and now they've got socks, pants, shorts. The shirt above there is the flannel there is also Hand Up. And I wear it to work, I wear it out, I wear it when I'm on the bike. It's super versatile and it works really well in a variety of temperatures. Now I won't wear these above like 45 degrees because then they get too hot. But I wore these pants on Sunday in conjunction with these Under Armour tights at about 23 degrees, and I had no problems at all. For a chamois, I'm wearing this Endura boxer brief. They actually feel very similar to boxer briefs, so super comfy, and they do a great job as a chamois, so I highly recommend those. And that's typically what I'm going to wear there. What I used to wear when in the old spandex days, I would wear something like this Under Armour tight, no fleece, no chamois or anything. So wear some sort of a short under that and that over top. And that would set me straight down to, I don't know, 25 degrees. Below that, I'd move to this guy here from Pearl Izumi. And if you can see, that is a thick fleece lining. And I've worn that down into the low teens, no problems whatsoever. All year long, I ride with a base layer from Under Armour up top. And when it's warm out, I'll wear something sleeveless like this. This really nice tight compression does wonders for wicking and avoids any chafing, even with 100-mile rides in SM100 or Wilderness 101, which I've done multiple times, and I always wear one of those. Works great. My next layer cooler, so I'll wear this one with the sleeves down to starting at around 40 degrees, and I'll wear that down to say 30, maybe 28. And then once we get into the mid 20s and below, this is Under Armour cold gear. And again, it's almost like a fleece in there, and it's much thicker and heavier. Wore this the other day. 22 degrees. I was wearing this as a base layer. That's from Bontrager. This long sleeve, a little bit thicker, long sleeve jersey. And the Hand Up flannel button down. It was 22, 3 degrees, something like that. I had no problems whatsoever. So that covers my legs, my core. What about the extremities? This is my super cold glove. So I'm going to wear this again, 25, 6, 7 degrees. I'm going with these gloves. Actually, I should say anything really under 30. I'm going to wear these gloves. I actually got these from Costco. They're head. My kind of 45, 48 degrees down to 30. I'm going to wear these Bontrager middleweight gloves. And then I can moderate that with hand warmers, which is also a staple for me. You get a 10-pack for like $10 at Home Depot, and they really do wonders. And I start with them in and then take them out if I need to, because I find that my hands are cold right off the bat. So that's my glove setup. And with the hand warmers and these gloves, I'm usually really good to go. If I'm cold at first, I always warm up after 30 minutes or so. Another thing you can do, I used to use bar mitts. They're great, except for they give you that feeling of kind of being trapped. So if you have to escape during a crash, it's kind of hard to yank your hands out. So be a little bit cautious with that. Clear glasses from Tifosi, that's another staple of mine. All year long. In the summer, it keeps the debris out of my eyes and leaves and branches. And in the winter, it keeps the cold out of my eyes. So those are really great. You're probably wondering why I have a helmet on my bed. This is my first season with a Bontrager helmet with wave cell. And I don't know how it is in the summer, but in the winter, it tends to keep my head a little bit warmer. So I'm not sure if I'm going to overheat in the summer, but it does a good job in the winter. I will wear that in conjunction with this skull cap, which that does really quite a nice job. It covers at least the top half of my ears. And then again, when we're getting crazy cold, mid-20s and below, pull out the balaclava. That thing will, that'll get it done. For my feet, I start with, I'll have the lighter SmartWool sock there. Does a really good job. And then when it's super cold, teens, low 20s, we move to this, I got the sock. I think it's also SmartWool. It's a heavy duty wool though. I got those from Racing Snot Cycle a number of years ago. And I'm still clipped in on one bike and flats on the other. Now the Specialized defroster boots are kind of a no-brainer when it's cold out. I've ridden these 2 hours at 15 degrees. Really not a problem. They do just fine. This is my first year on flats. I've got Specialized 2FO. I was really concerned about them. So here's what I've been doing. If it's below freezing, obviously I'm going wool socks, and then I'm going to go with the Hot Hands toe warmers. And those have done a good job. Again, a couple days ago, I rode in the low 20s, and I started with just that setup, the heavy socks, toe warmers with those. And about 30 minutes into the ride, I actually took off my shoes and I put these hot hand warmers on top of my feet. So I had toe warmers below, hot hands above, 22, 3, 4 degrees, no problems whatsoever. So that's kind of my pro tip on how to get by with flats, because I know a lot of people ask that question and they're wondering how on earth to stay warm when riding flat shoes, because nobody really makes a really good flat boot yet. Finally, if you're using a Camelback, you're probably really well aware of having a bite valve freeze, and it's really hard to get a drink. So what I do, the regular water bottles don't cut it either. These insulated bottles, this one happens to be from Specialized, but Camelback makes them and a bunch of other manufacturers make them, the insulated bottles. And as you probably know, they don't do anything to keep things cool in the summer. If it's 90 degrees out, your drink's going to stay cooler an extra 10 minutes. And so it really means nothing. However, on the flip side, fill this with just a lukewarm water or sports mix of your choice. And you can go a couple hours in the down tube without that freezing. Or if you're wearing a heavy jacket like this Bontrager thermal that I kind of used to wear, I haven't been wearing it this year, but with the pockets in the back, put the bottle back there. That will keep it from freezing. Or now using a hip pack, that also keeps it from freezing. So I have yet to have an issue with my beverage freezing in that. I think once so far I had the valve freeze, and so I just had to pull the lid off. But I didn't have a Slurpee in there, which I'm not looking for a Slurpee when it's 20 degrees out. So I hope this helps give you some ideas of things that you can wear and kind of in the different temperature zones to keep comfortable and have a great ride and really enjoy the awesome desolate trails that we get in the wintertime.
But again, I'm employing the techniques I talked about earlier with regards to dress, and it's serving me really well. Fingers are chilly right now, but it doesn't matter what I do. That's the first 20 minutes of a ride when it's cold. They're always going to be chilly. I'm only wearing wool socks today with no foot warmers. But this is going to be a short ride, so I think I'll be fine. I really appreciate you watching the video, and be sure to stay rowdy, my friends.